Okay, I'm watching this guy on the internet trading the guppy with a spread of 7 on the guppy. It was pretty brutal. I think that you could do better at a different broker. This broker's giving me 1.7. This is Trader's Way. And Trader's Way has a good analyst over there. He's trading on the chart, and he's really trading the market. Take a look at this guppy here. Now, I know a lot of people love the guppy. I kind of like just saying the guppy because it's kind of cute. But I'm definitely in buy mode on this one, so I'm going to trade buy at the market. I hate to chase it. This is just a scalp. I don't even know if I can, because I'm in the euro dollar also. And this is actually a demo account because I'm testing all my stuff on here. So this is all micros. It's pretty low, but it gives you an idea whether you're winning or losing, because you kind of want to be able to take something off the table right out of the gate. And if I take off this stuff now, it's basically the euro trade I'm in, because I gotta pull back into support on the euro, so I bought in. Didn't quite make it back to this top, but I'm buying at least for the test of the high. This is kind of the market maker establishes this area here coming out of the gate. So I'm just gonna scalp up into back to fair value here. But this guppy story is kind of funny. I love this guppy. A lot of people love it. You know, moves big. Here, I'll put the same template that I think I've got there. Let's hope this one works. I guess, I don't know. I've got a lot of templates here. We'll just use the good old. This is an Akinashi with the wick being the same width as the. So yeah, we're up against we're banging on the ceiling here, so it's a buy, sadly enough. When this thing goes into this mode where it just keeps churning and starts to go through weeklies, it'll start cleaning house on this side of the equation, you know, and it's just kind of a brutal breakout. So you can come in the Asian session right now, and when they tip the scales on this thing, they'll just tip it right over a cliff. So that's last week's high you're coming up on, last month's high. So it wouldn't take much, and these are, I think this is, how many pips? Okay, this is 50 pips, each one of these horizontal lines. So that's basically 50 pips a year squared. Go to the weekly. You're banging on last week's high right in this window. But yeah, not to say we can't pull back. Here's the 5 minutes. So here was the first breakout failure. And on this broker, at least, this poor guy that's got a 7 pip spread, my God, man. I mean, at least with this broker, if you were to sell this fake breakout here, have a sell limit there, you would have snagged some nice points here. Look at this nice 2 pip spread here. So on this side, I would put in a buy limit below, and I would catch a falling knife here, and I would just put a pant load of orders in here if you think it's going up, and then I would just walk away from it. Right? I would just set it and forget it. These are all 1Ks, so I don't think I'll blow the account up. And I can put them all the way to China. I think on this keyboard I programmed at least, you can make these anything you want. But if you're a buy low, sell high guy, which I think I am, or I'll buy at the market. Now this is real, you go trip buying at the market because, you know, you're hitting it, you're just killing, you know, you're the hunter, you're not the gatherer, you're the real man. Everybody loves that trade, so Here, speaking of that trade, let me just make sure this guy's coming back to its profit. So yeah, there you go. Guppy, hell bent on going north. Be something else, man. Something else. Seen these trades before set up where it just never comes back. Let me see if I found another template in here to illustrate. Oh, here we are. Good old RSI. So this is what I was looking at, was the 4-hour factor. The same thing I saw setting up in the Euro tonight is the old 4-hour top bottom, which is always a scary situation. And of course, this is on the 4-hour off this broker. God knows when they update this thing, but this top becoming this bottom right now on that guppy, looking for a psycho. Just, I mean, we're going to go into history prices tonight, possibly. I think by the end of the, don't forget, it's the beginning of the month, so, you know, we're rolling over some serious dough here. And, yeah, it should be ruckus. Let me see, I'll just, right now it's, this is Eastern Standard Time, United States here. Let's see, come back to this thing. Oh no, this is the Euro. I wanted to show you the same pattern here on the Euro. This is the 4-hour, and you have this beautiful pivot right in here, this cluster, and we just skimmed that one. And this is the challenge: is can we make it over this 12 bar tonight, or coming into the opening of Europe? I guess I'm a little anxious for it to happen, but I'm certainly scalping it for the 10 to 20 pip volleys that are happening here now. Here would be this exit point, probably coming up into back to fair value here. And you do have a, I guess, a cup and handle on RSI, you could call it, to some degree. But yeah, you did have these half-hour divergences, but they were way up on the ceiling here. So you had this divergence that failed. So if you look at this, where this happened, and that's extreme. I mean, that's literally 50 pips up. But if you were pulling the trigger, when you got to the first divergence, was probably here, you sold, you still had to withstand a 20 pip spike on that. If you were even trading on the half-hour rhythm on that. Okay, I gotta buy something here, it looks like. This looks like they're just not gonna wait for this thing to go. So I'm gonna buy a little guppy there. I hope I have to get a tank or something for it, but I'll go to the 5-minute guppy, see if that's a scalpable entry. So I still got my pendings below, so I can buy a little bit at the market and have a deeper order bank sitting down below at premium prices. This is the 15, and the premium price would be definitely once it gets down into this territory. So I want to canvas this whole area down here. And this broker, thank God, this Trader's Way is fast. I mean, look at the execution on this here. Yeah, where was I put into this thing? So I could put a sleeper order down here, right at this pivot, and I'm just covering a range there. I'm not getting too nitpicky about whether or not that this bottom here, and if you look on this, even on the guppy, you have a top become a bottom, right? Of course, there is a wick on there. The guppy, you're going to have to put wider stops in, because this is about a 15 pip wick on this turnaround. That's on the 15-minute though. So I'm going to buy at the market, maybe on the 5. I could put a buy limit right here on this top. Okay, that's kind of tight. Here, right there. So I got one sitting here, and I got one sitting just below. Instead of buying at the market, I'm getting that killer price. And if I go to the 15, yeah, we're just, if this came down back into this 1020, the RSI definitely hit it at the market, but just, you know, set canvas an area down here about 40 pips deep and just walk away. And I mean, you're only in, you know, like 3K here. If you come back here, you're into about maybe 20, 30K. But you got in, and each one of these has its own exit, kind of designed for a swing trade, really. Now, here's the half-hour view, so maybe it's got to walk down the stairway here, but you can build a down channel on this on the half-hour and speculate that, oh, maybe it's going to drift down back into this key area down here, where on the 30-minute you got this beautiful top became a bottom in time, but not in price because of these spikes. You know, I'm filtering out the wicks because you should have had a buy limit here and then one on this top here. Just you know, it's another 10 pips down to capture that, at least for the scalp. Okay, now we can get the nice pullback. Comes back into here, so I'm already setting up for these in advance, and then we'll just see what happens. I won't delete that, and I'll just come back and check out the guppy as it goes and makes history. For the breakout trader, this is just a breakout trader's dream, I guess. Not to say after it breaks out, it's not going to pull back to the breakout point. But then again, like the euro today, it could just take off like a rape date and leave everybody behind. And it'll be one of those times when it would have been worth chasing it, possibly. I mean, I don't know if it's ever worth chasing, but I guess it's what you can handle pain-wise. Okay, let's see if this thing can make some history tonight. Going back to the dailies and just here I go the 4-hour. Yeah, I don't know, 5-minute kind, 15-minute kind of gives you the best story. So let's see what happens if we can do some kill some bears. Okay, well, we're back. I think it's been about 3 hours or something, maybe more. I put more buy limits down here. This is still the 15-minute chart. Here we are at the line of scrimmage, and we're about a few pips from the high there. So this is the moment of truth here. I still gotta make it through that. Still gotta make it through that top there. Kind of dicey. Let's see here. I think I've got the. These are 10 pip handles here, so yeah, you're just about 15 pips from the all-time 6 years back, going all the way back. Really no resistance there. All right, well, at least we made money on the come down here, see how it comes down into this premium zone here. Right there is where they had to come down and grab it, so I had my orders down there. Just came beyond into this little vestibule. There you go. Just took out the high of the day, and there's the weekly. 15 pips from knocking on heaven's door. Let puppy go. Amazing. Let's see what happens here.